Hello, I'm Henry R. Mockingbird, your host with the mustache. And who would have known I have so many British fans? No, seriously. No joke. According to YouTube, the United Kingdom happens to be my second largest viewing audience, with the United States being my first largest viewing audience. And in order to celebrate, I am going to review a Diana Doris movie. Just who is Diana Doris? Well, without going too much into detail, Diana Doris is basically the British equivalent to Marilyn Monroe. Well, there are two movies on this DVD. One called Value of Money, right down here, and the other one's called An Alligator Named Daisy. Today I'm going to review An Alligator Named Daisy. So, let's begin the review. The movie is about an Englishman who gets left behind a pet alligator and forms a bond with an Irish woman. He attempts to get rid of it, mostly due to the destruction and mayhem this alligator causes. What do I think? Well, I'll tell you. I'm not too familiar with Diana Doris's work outside of this movie, but for what it is, I like it. We get a scene with Margaret Redford as a pet shop owner. And it's always nice to see Margaret Redford in a British movie. There's a scene in where Daisy crashes Peter's engagement party, and this singer who's singing while Daisy's walking on the floor, only one person reacts to it, and he's the one who has the biggest reaction to it. In fact, he's one of the only people who has a reaction to seeing Daisy on the floor. And it is hilarious. Just look at these expressions. And then there's Vanessa, played by Diana Doris, who must have been a huge star in Britain because she's not the main character in the film. She plays Peter's fiancée. She must have been a huge star because she's on every single poster for the film, and yet she's not the main character. I don't think I've ever seen a poster lie this much about a movie since the 1925 Lost World. But on the bright side, she is a pretty good character. They're not doing the cliche thing where she's a diva, because she's really nice. And on the plus side, we also get to see Diana Doris in a bubble bath. That's always a plus side. Woo! I also really like the relationship between Peter and Moria. I think they work well off each other. And then there's Peter, who in all accounts does not want anything to do with Daisy, and is pretty much saddled with this alligator. He tries to get rid of it, but he can't because he has too much of a conscience. He's played by Donald Sinden, who some of you might remember from the film Mad About Men. And then there's Vanessa's dad, played by James Robertson Justice, who probably is best remembered for playing Mr. Sweet in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
That's right, Dr. Dash Cavalry. Ah, yes, sir. And I'm my 2nd Infantry Battalion. Attacking here from the rear. Attacking from the rear? That's dashed unethical. Artillery, prepare to open fire. Fire!
You also have Ernest Thesiger in a very small role as Peter's boss at the piano shop. Ernest Thesiger was also in Bride of Frankenstein. And then there are the songs. First, there's I'm in Love for the Very First Time, which is a pretty damn good song and pretty catchy. And it also gets a reprise towards the end of the film. Now let's listen to it.
The drum, bang the gong, let the golden wedding bells chime. My heart's aflutter, I'm walking on air, I'm in love for the very first time. Turn me loose, set me free, I've no use for reason or rhyme. I'm hazy crazy, but what do I care? I'm in love for the very first time. I thought that I was freer than the birdie in the sky. Then you passed by, and when before I knew it, I was really going through it like a fish on a hook with that silly faraway look. I'm mad Sahara, but what does it matter? I'm in love for the very first time.
And then there's the song Midnight Madness.
Midnight madness, with nothing more in view. Last night it was a new inviting game, a most exciting flame, and then tomorrow came, leaving me with love.
And then there's the song The Crocodile Crawl.
Crawl right down and crawl like a crocodile. That's the crocodile crawl. All around the hole like a crocodile. That's the crocodile crawl. It's done by plumbers and electricians.
The film was based on a book by the same name by Charles Terrott and was directed by John Lee Thompson, who also directed Conquest for the Planet of the Apes and The White Buffalo. Well, that's pretty much all I have to say about an alligator named Daisy. But until the next review, I'm Henry R. Mockingbird, your host with the mustache, signing off. I give this film 5 stars. Write, like, and subscribe to the channel and ring bell for future uploads. If you like to make a movie request on this channel, do so in the comment section below. And feel free to check out my other shows, Modern Classics, TV Treasures, and Geek Reviews. And check out my editorials.